Hi Sagittarius and welcome to my channel. It's me, Jamie with Lost Boy. We are going to be doing another reading for y'all. This is for my Sagittariuses that have Saggy anywhere in their birth chart. Cross-watchers, you are welcome of course. Flip the roles as you see fit. And everybody please only take the messages that resonate and drop the messages that do not. And always trust your highest discernment whenever accepting tarot readings from anyone. Also, I do want to say thank you for all the support you guys have shown me. Truly does mean the world to me. It allows the channel to grow, and it gets these messages out there to others who need it, so thank you. If anybody out there is interested in booking a personal reading with me, all that information is down below in the description box. Alrighty, Sagittarius, let's get into this reading. We are going to start off with the tarot dice, and then we are going to be diving in with a couple of decks. So yeah, let's get into it. It's going to get loud for a hot minute, so I do apologize. Alrighty, we have the 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of Swords. So there's definitely a difficult ending here. Or I feel like this is what you guys are coming out of. And it definitely had to do with communication. I had to deal with your thoughts. I had to deal with your perceptions. And then we have the Judgment card. We have Judgment, 10 of Swords. And then we have the World card. You guys are definitely wrapping up some kind of major cycle here. I feel like you owned up and took some kind of accountability for some kind of role of something that you played in. This is giving me the, like, surrendering what you couldn't control type of energy. Maybe you forgave the person that the situation turned you into, in a way. Like, you understood why you had to go into some kind of mode. But I feel like you're letting that go. Maybe that was a defense mechanism here that you guys were holding on to. But that cycle is now over. You're taking accountability for things in the past so that somebody here can move forward. You've wrapped up a major cycle, and it had to do with something in your past that was holding you back. And maybe it had to do with your defense mechanism, Sagittarius. Excuse me, I apologize. It's allergy season. It's kicking in already. It's like in high drive. Universe. Tell me more for Sagittarius, please. Whatever this ending was, I feel like it had to do with friends or family. Maybe some of y'all were people-pleasing, and that didn't leave you enough time to take care of yourself. Because we do have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. And then we have the Sun card here, too. I'm looking at the sides. And maybe whatever that cycle that you wrapped up, maybe it wasn't speaking up. Maybe it wasn't being honest, right? Maybe there was a little bit of people-pleasing. But I feel like that cycle, that chapter is now over. Maybe for some of y'all never really felt comfortable speaking up with what it is that you wanted and how you really felt. But you guys have been stepping more into your energy, letting go of old projections. Excuse me. Tell me more, universe. We have the World card and the Sun card here, so we do have happiness. We have the 7 of Swords in the reverse. The 7 of Swords in the reverse is, to me, is somebody here getting caught. Trying to do something sneaky, or their plan's not working out. There could have been somebody here in your energy that was holding you back. Maybe they were the cause of these projections. Six of Pentacles here. So there's definitely going to be an equal give and take now. Maybe somebody here was kind of envious of you over something, and they were trying to take something away from you, something here that was belonged to you, that was meant for you. This could have been like a friend or a family member or something. I'm leaning more towards like a friend. Somebody who was very envious. Maybe you were people-pleasing. Maybe you're realizing that, like, maybe some people around you have been like manipulating your kindness in a sense. And maybe for you that was robbing some kind of security for you. It was robbing your time. Because maybe some of y'all like stand out, Sagittarius. You're very unique and you're very authentic. And y'all are very caring. I feel like you're coming out of that era, and now you're getting into the era of me. We have the Hanged Man. And it's interesting because this person is being tied up by a group of people. And maybe there's been some people around you who placed some limitations on you. Or they weren't like real limitations. They were like projections. Oh, you can't do this, or people don't do that, or what are people going to think about you if you do this, right? Because like I said, Sagittarius, you're very authentic. You're very different. You're eccentric. We have the Three of Wands. Maybe even for some of you, your work could be out of the normal, right? What people consider normal, right? But the Three of Wands, this is stepping into some kind of new experience here. This is somebody who has been putting a lot of work and effort. No longer being confused, I'm seeing here with this Hanged Man. I feel like that's what you're coming out of. You're seeing the end of that cycle of maybe where you didn't speak up when you should have. Seven of Wands. You didn't speak up when you know that you should have. Again, I apologize. My allergies are crazy. And there's that Sun card again, being completely happy. It's like, for some of y'all, I could be speaking to the Sagittariuses here that have had multiple trips around the sun. And what I mean by that is that, like, you're an old soul. Like, maybe some things just naturally come to you, and people always thought that maybe you needed to hunker down some more. And who are you? Right? Maybe some of y'all are just very, very versed in universal and spiritual law. Like, you already came equipped with all of that knowledge. Maybe people were trying to hold you back from shining. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse, but some kind of choice has been made in regards to your stability, in regards to your foundation, because Pentacles are all about material in the physical world. You definitely made a choice here. And whatever it was, you broke free from some kind of deception. And I feel like it was a mental game that some people around you were playing on you in order to keep you trapped. Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the Wheel. See, they didn't want you to let something go. Like I said, you guys surrendered something, forgave yourselves for the role that you played, for allowing them to get the best of you, right? And that's okay. Sometimes, you know what happens? We are humans. Right? We were brought down to this earth to have a human experience. But the Wheel of Fortune, this is luck turning in your favor, right? Some of you guys could have like an online business. I'm just saying, 'cause I see the computers here. Or maybe this is you just connecting and branching out with your network, right? Realizing that we are all connecting with the new network in some kind of way here. The decision has been made. There's no more juggling. Now it's time for you to receive. You've dealt with what you needed to in the past. You've healed the trauma. You've broken free through their projections. No allowing other people to mislead you or to implant their fears onto you. Wow, there's Judgment again, and the Eight of Swords reversed. I'm hearing like mental gymnastics, like people will putting you through like mental gymnastics. And maybe for some of y'all, this could even be like people who are doing things like behind the scenes, right? Sending you negative energy, evil eye. Some of them could be crazy, right? And thinking that they can do voodoo, right? Like the Marie Laveau. Universe, tell me more for Sagittarius. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Whatever was happened, it was destined to happen the way that it did. I feel like you set the ball into motion a long time ago. And maybe for some of y'all, you stayed focused on your work. You stayed focused on your stability. She's holding that pentacle very tightly to her chest. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is very practical. This is somebody who's very dedicated. This is somebody who's in it for the long haul. Like, you gave everything you had towards this. And now we have the King of Pentacles here. And it's interesting because we have the wands here representing some kind of fire. It's like you took some kind of action here to build up some kind of stability for yourself. In spite of the resistance that you were encountering. So it's like you were playing two major roles. It's like you were doing things in the physical world to protect your stability. Maybe to embed yourself closer to your future. You know, because you were focused on the long term. You were focused on the end game, the end result. And maybe that's how you beat these people or beat this energy here, because you kept it 10 steps ahead. A Nine of Wands in the reverse, that's no longer worried. You were confident in what it is that you were building. And it's interesting because you have this snow falling in the background, which represents being cold. But it's like recognizing that you can keep yourself warm. That you are your own sole provider here. That anything you want, you can make it happen. Judgment. And the Wheel of Fortune. Now, these people are being put under judgment for what they did. For trying to mislead you. For trying to blind you. For trying to shackle you. Excuse me. For some of you, this could have even been like some kind of generational curse that was placed on you. And maybe some of y'all have even been called like the black sheep of your family. But the fairies are working with you. So the spiritual realm favors you very highly at this time with this Wheel of Fortune. Because you just finally decided to step into the life that you were building. It was waiting for you in the spiritual world. You already built it. You already defeated it. They just needed you to claim it in the physical world. I have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, the Nine of Swords, and we have the Hanged Man again. The Queen of Wands in the reverse is somebody who's very jealous, very competitive, very revengeful. And the Nine of Swords in the reverse, it's waking up from some kind of nightmare, realizing that, you know, there were really no physical restrictions. They were all mental restrictions. And they weren't yours. The Fool. After the World card comes the Fool. There is a brand new beginning here for you. We have this Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles here again underneath at the bottom of the deck. There's a brand new beginning. Somebody here is finally taking some kind of leap of faith, which is spinning the wheel in their favor, and it's going to bring them lots of happiness here. Because you've put in the hard work, you've stayed dedicated to what it is that you wanted, you stayed dedicated to your mission. Because the King of Pentacles is somebody on a mission, and they follow through. Some of y'all could have even been trying to build some kind of legacy for yourself. And you've been encountering resistance every step of the way. Maybe for some of you, you've had to work on your own with no support from your own friends or family. None. None whatsoever. Maybe some of these people didn't believe in you. But you did. And Source did. There's a brand new beginning here. A brand new cycle is beginning for you. A brand new timeline is forming here. One where you get to win now. Because you're not carrying any baggage with you into this new one, into this new cycle. Tell me more, universe, for Sagittarius. We have the Lovers reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, Justice. I knew something else flipped over. And the Knight of Wands reversed. The Lovers reverse is some kind of broken contract. The Wheel of Fortune. See, it's like somebody here was really trying to cause some kind of instability for you. Maybe for some of you, right, this person was, or these people were blocking you from everything. Trying to block you from love, trying to block you from work. Trying to block you from getting into positive contracts, keeping you trapped in some kind of negative contract here. The Knight of Wands, right? Like, this is somebody here who's in and out, right? It's like they expect you to be there for them, but when you need them, they're nowhere to be found. But Justice is here. Leveling the playing field. We did see that Six of Pentacles earlier. What is yours cannot be taken from you. And maybe whatever it is that you have been building, whatever legacy you've been building for yourself, it's something that Source asked you to do. And now Source is like, alright, now you're stopping my people. And now I need to get in. Because you are not going to block Sagittarius from doing what it is that I sent them to do. The Emperor, taking charge, taking some kind of control here. Strong Aries energy. I do have Libra here as well. I do have Aquarius here. And Pisces, if that means anything to any of y'all, as well as Leo. Tell me more, universe. And there is going to be some kind of celebration here for you. Because I feel like you're finally going to start to see the fruits of your labor. Tell me more for Sagittarius, universe. The Page of Wands. The Two of Wands in the reverse, no longer waiting. It's feeling like a kid again. I don't know why I wanted to say that with this card. But you're not going alone, because somebody here has some kind of companion with them. That could be a representation of Source stepping into this, and that's interesting, yo, because the Fool card also has a cat on it. So, y'all have been guided every step of the way, and maybe now you know. Maybe for some of you, maybe you doubted Source, and maybe you went against Source's opinion, right? Maybe that's why you had to put yourself through judgment and take accountability for the role that you played, for the choices that you, I'm not saying allowed those other people to put on you, but, you know, maybe you were a little bit naive. And like I said, maybe they took your kindness for granted. But whatever this moment of judgment is, I feel like because you faced what you needed to face, it's like now the ball's being thrown in their court. And you didn't retaliate, you didn't get any revenge as much as you wanted to. You gave it up to Source, you dealt with what you needed to do, and you threw that into the spiritual realm, and once that's in that spiritual realm, it needs to find that counterbalance. Right? Because now it's no longer attacking you, because you've dealt with it, you've set it free, and you sent it back to where it came from. And now they're going to have to deal with it. While luck turns in your favor and you start a brand new beginning here. The Empress. And the Page of Swords in the reverse. And the Nine of Cups. The Empress. She's a creator. It's funny, we had the Emperor and the Empress stand up. It's like you stepped into your divine masculine and divine feminine energy here to make shit happen. You took back control of the life that you were building for yourself. The Page of Swords in the reverse, this could be some kind of air sign. Nine of Cups in the Tower. It's interesting. Maybe somebody here isn't speaking. Maybe somebody here is seeing you win, seeing you be happy. And they don't want to let you win, but you already won. And the Tower is some kind of false contract coming apart. There's a strong Scorpio energy. And this Tower is not for you. Give me one final card for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. The Tower. Maybe it is for you, but it's going to be a shocking surprise. I don't feel like this is bad energy for you. There are two sides to the Tower. Sometimes things need to fall away so new things can be built in its place, right? Sometimes the fake needs to go. It wasn't built right. It wasn't built with the right authority. So I feel like there's a shocking surprise that's coming in for you. That's going to be leveling out some kind of playing field. We have the Hanged Man again. The Queen of Swords and the Nine of Swords. The Queen of Swords is in the reverse. Somebody's headed for some kind of a nightmare. Some kind of imprisonment. For all their lives are catching up to them. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, both in the reverse. Trying to keep somebody trapped because they themselves were trapped. You broke free from that cycle. You'll have a new beginning waiting for you. You're building the life that you want, and the universe is in support of that. The energy is here for you. You are a very, very high manifester at this time. Whatever you ask for, you are going to get, so be careful. This is a beautiful reading, Sagittarius. You have been working long and hard towards something, and you are going to see the fruits of your labor, even though you stood alone. But you built something here that is going to last. And maybe you built something in spite of... Like, maybe y'all started some kind of a business here, and these people were like... One, not supportive, maybe like running your name, giving you fake bad reviews or something, right? And it's like you still built up a solid reputation for yourself in spite of all that hate being thrown at you. Because your work speaks for itself. Your character speaks for itself. Universe, any advice here for Sagittarius? Innocence, 43, breaking down to a 7. At the bottom, we have 34, capacity to love. That's interesting. Again, breaking down to a 7. Innocence. The simplest gesture of love and respect can prevail over even the toughest of hearts. In this card, the lightness of the aura around Ganesha portrays innocence. By being soft and still, you can give the universe the opportunity to assist you in creating your desires. Be willing to release any cynicism. Have you noticed yourself becoming increasingly critical over time? As you gather more experience, sometimes a familiarity of a situation can cause you to lose touch with your innocence. It is only natural to expect similar outcomes as you have had in the past when similar situations present themselves in your life. Don't forget, though, that change and transformation are always possible. You are being offered an opportunity to approach the situation with renewed peace. If you are making changes to your job situation, relationships, or even the direction of your life path, perhaps approach this with the sense of exploration and the excited curiosity of a child. Be willing to let go of the preconceived ideas that have developed over time in your mind. Allow your heart to be centered and in a place of peace. Every day, call on Ganesha for guidance to renew your mind and refresh your thinking. With Ganesha's assistance, contemplate each situation you counter. Ask Ganesha to support you. Remember to pray for freedom from fears, worries, and unhealthy obsessions that might control your thoughts and harm your soul. Be accountable for your decisions and their results. Just knowing that you are responsible will assist you to take a decision seriously and with greater consideration. And that is what I have for y'all, Sagittarius. If this reading resonates with you guys, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already, and hit that notification bell. That way you guys can stay up to date on when I upload. And with that, I'm sending you all lots of love and lots of light. And I will see y'all next time. Ciao.